Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so excited for today's content. First, it'll be a Q&A about my Gilas journey, kind of like what's been happening these past couple of months. And then at the end, it's actually kind of a surprise if it's not revealed in the caption yet, but I think that'll be fun for all of us. And it's more specifically for you guys, more of a thank you. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So when it came to the time where I'd play for the SEA Games, I knew that was a huge deal because back in 2019, they got the gold. And I knew that Coach Pat, our head coach, who recruits everyone, was very, very strict on who he wanted on the team because we needed a back-to-back gold. So it was a very honorable moment for me. I felt very, very honored and very, very privileged to be selected for the team. And of course, had to sacrifice everything just to be back in the Philippines and to compete for the Philippine national team. As far as adjustments, I had to adjust in a way that I had to become faster in a short period of time. If you watch any of our games, we look like ants running up and down the court. It looks like it's on 2x speed. So that's something that I had to adjust to. Coach Pat always gave me the green light to shoot. So that's something that I had to mentally prepare myself for. Whenever I get the ball, look at the basket right away and see if I have that shot. If not, drive, pass, kick, whatever. But I think it's those two things, like running up and down the court for offense and defense, as well as just being ready to shoot whenever I'm free. I don't know if I could say that there's a big difference between how my relationship is with my American teammates versus my Filipino teammates. First thing that came up to mind is with my Filipino teammates, the veterans are like my ates, so I'm like, oh, like they never treat me that way. Our relationship is like sister to sister. I have so much respect for them. Not that I don't have respect for my teammates in America, but I feel like we're all like almost like the same age, I guess, so we can like have a lot of fun. But here in the Philippines, it's like I always have to warm up to them a little bit more so that I can feel like we're just buddy, not like at the Janine at the app, because they're very, very nice and they always want me to feel like buddy with them. It's just for me, it's like I've watched them for so long. I'm like the legendary veterans, but I think that's it. Not much of a difference, just in the beginning. So training always involved a lot of running, a lot of sprinting. We'd always have scrimmages at the end of practice. And then before we went to SEA Games, we went into a bubble where we practiced 2 times a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, like late afternoon. And then in the bubble, we focused solely on training. I mean, I was actually still doing online school, but besides that, it was just training in the morning, eat, training again, recovery, sleep. Inside the resort, there's a court and then there's a pool right next to it. So after we train, we kind of just jump in the pool, kwento lang, and kind of just chill there. I felt like that's one of the highlights of the bubble actually, because that's where we bonded a lot. I guess maybe going to our games, we always blasted music, which is not really a thing I was used to because it's like, okay, game time, we're trying to get focused and you're kind of just deep in your thoughts. But my ates actually taught me that you don't really have to be so deep into your thoughts. You can also shift your perspective into thinking like, okay, it's game time. I already know what I'm gonna do. I should be confident in myself. Like, this should be a time to have fun. So what they do is they blast music in the bus, and then almost all my ates would dance around. It's like the funniest thing ever. They're actually so good. So I think that's the moment where I had the most fun during the trip. Definitely leading up to the SEA Games, I was stressed to say the least. But once we were there, it's kind of like when you're nervous before a game, but when you get on the court, you're not nervous anymore because you know that you've done this thousands of times. So that's kind of how I felt when I was actually in Vietnam. I felt like, okay, Philippines, like we belong here. We got gold last time. We can hang with everyone, even though there's a big target behind our backs. So I'd say that the experience overall, it taught me to mature. It taught me that, you don't have to be so picky about the little things. Just next play mentality. You don't have to always think about your wrongs, but you can celebrate the good things that you've done and just focus on the good things so that it's a positive outcome. I'd say one of my rituals before a practice, let's say, is I use a black band just to kind of activate my glutes. I do a few exercises with that. And I think just a daily basis ritual would be when I have the time, I read the Bible, because I feel like that really sets the tone for me. I know that I have a lot of things lined up, but when you prioritize God, I feel like He helps you tackle those little things. I really thank God for that, and just allowing me to have a relationship with Him. Gold feels amazing. There are definitely times where my teammates and I, and I'm sure the coaches, they're human too, doubted whether or not we could do it, because our lineup was pretty small, especially compared to last year. We had Ate Jack Animam, we had Kelly Hayes, who were both 6 feet tall, and our lineup is like this, and then Ate Claire, and then back down here. So I feel like even the other teams are like, oh, they don't have the people that they had last time, we can do this. I feel like that gave them a boost of confidence. But for me, it was no, it's gold or nothing. I'm not gonna be okay with silver. I'm not gonna be okay with bronze. We sacrificed way too much. So finally, when I had it in my hands and the flag was raising up above all else, I was like, this is what it's about. This is what sacrifice is. And through God's will, all that sacrifice and hard work is gonna pay off. I do it over and over again. Like I said, there were times where I was very stressed. I was actually still in school, and I wish I wasn't in school so that I could really, really 150% focus on what I'm doing. But I think one of the biggest giveaways is to still give it all to God, honestly, because in those stressful moments, I just prayed, and I feel like that really helped me, that really humbled me, that gave me different perspective. I mean, it honestly just helped me balance everything. I had a lot of things going on, but just believe in the power of prayer, honestly, and that will set the tone for all your days. In terms of me coming back to the Philippines, it depends if Coach Pat needs me, to be quite frank and completely honest. Obviously, I want to visit every single year because I have family here in the Philippines, and I really do feel like it's my second home. But in terms of my college, in just a couple of months, I'll be starting my Division I NCAA first year of playing as a freshman on the court. So yeah, that's what's next for me. So finally, we're done with the Q&A. Thank you so much for the questions. And as you can see already, this is the surprise. I have all my family members here with me, and I actually forgot to show my medal. Here it is. This is all the sacrifice, and I'd like to thank my family. This is why they're all here, for supporting me throughout this whole journey. And I guess just to say thank you for all of you guys. If you haven't noticed, I'm actually at 116K subscribers on YouTube, which is insane. I never knew that this was gonna happen. Honestly, it happened pretty quickly, and I reached 100K subscribers just a couple months ago, and hadn't had the time to thank you guys so much for all the support and all the love. And just recently, we also got the silver plaque from YouTube. So Andy, YouTube. Now we're gonna unbox it. So as Andy unboxes it, I was thinking of kind of asking my parents and sisters a little bit of a Q&A based on my YouTube experience, my YouTube channel. So I actually don't know the answer to this, but parents, how did my YouTube channel start? How did it kind of kick off? And what was your, I guess, reaction to it?
I think the YouTube channel was very organic. What you saw in that video, which went viral, was really just who Ella was, just all her ideas. It's all her, and that's really the best way to do it.
Thank you. And do you want to add anything about it?
Basically, it's all about basketball when we started, right?
Yeah,
it's all about for recruitment purposes and just having fun with the girls and memories.
Yeah.
I just realized that in a lot of my videos, I have my sisters in, I have my parents, I have all my friends and family, because I want us to be able to look back and almost relive those memories and see how much everyone's grown. So I think that's one of the main reasons why I started doing it, and also fell in love with it. There you go.
Yay, yes.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time we're seeing it from.
It's like a pizza.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick.
Oh, thank you so much, YouTube. And this wouldn't have been possible with any of you guys, from the first to my most latest subscriber. Thank you so much for all the support. Woo! It says presented to Ella Patrice Fajardo for passing 100,000K subscribers. Thank you. And again, I just want to thank my family too, because let's say for Ava, she's not the most like camera. When I have my camera pulled out, she'll be like, oh, let me be in it. No, she'll be like, oh, please don't get me in it or anything. But I'll just be like, Ava, say something. And she's very funny too. And I always feel like myself when I'm with her. Hence why she's in a lot of my YouTube videos. So thank you for all your support. Andy, she gives me ideas all the time, and she rewatches my YouTube videos, so she gives me those views. She tells her classmates about my YouTube videos, which is like, I don't even ask her to do that, and it really melts my heart. So thank you to her, and of course my parents, who've been so supportive. They always like retweet, repost, and they always give me ideas as well. So thank you to them. And of course, thank you for all you guys, my viewers. I have a giveaway. So we're giving away these Nike LeBron 14 Soldier 14, and the colorway is inspired by the Lakers, hence the gold and purple colors. It's a 7.5, which is my size, but I actually haven't worn these. I actually wanted to save it for the giveaway because I think it's so unique and I haven't seen anybody wear it yet. So it may be you wearing this. You just have to follow the mechanics. Please follow all 3 of our Instagrams. I'm Ella Fajardo with 3 O's at the end.
I'm Ava Fajardo 2026.
I'm Annie the Third.
And those are all our Instagrams. Please follow all of us, and then I'll have a post of my giveaway and a picture of my plaque as well. Please repost that on your Instagram and DM me saying that you've done all of those things, and I'll put you in the ballot. Thank you guys so much again for all your support. Always feel free to give me more content ideas with my family members, just me, just my sisters. I thank YouTube for all the blessings that I've had and all the relationships I've built, and it wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like what you have, and we'll see you next video. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.